morning, everyone. It is 11:36 a.m. Tuesday morning. I'm going to attempt to film a vlog. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how I'm feeling throughout the day. So yeah, good morning. Good morning from baby Bella. Hey, pretty girl. So yeah, oh boy. I tried to do a vlog last week and just was not feeling good at all. Let's go ahead and update our calendar here. So yeah, the first thing I need to do is get some food in my system so I can take my meds. I have meds now, yay. And I'll share the story of how ridiculous it was to even get those. But yeah, I want to go out here. I'm gonna cook some breakfast. Would it be breakfast at 11:30 in the morning? Who knows? Yeah, I can't take the meds on an empty stomach. They tear me apart. So I'm just gonna cook some eggs over easy and toast, and give me a little while, get everything set up. I'll be back. Alright, got our pan heating up. We got our bread ready to be toasted. We've got our eggs here. And we got a big pot of chili cooking. That's going to be for dinner later tonight. So yeah, let's go ahead and get a little bit of butter melted. I'd like to cook the eggs without butter, but they always stick to the pan and get torn up. So I always just use a little bit of butter to cook the eggs, just so that they don't stick. Alright, so the excuse me, butter is melting. If it sounds like I'm out of breath, I still lose my breath sometimes, but it's nowhere near as bad as it has been. So you'll have to bear with me on that. Sometimes it still does happen, but it's starting to get better. So yeah, let's help this along here. Oops. Alright, so once this melts, we'll put our 2 eggs in, and hopefully I won't break the yolks. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get my dinner tray out. So eggs over easy, I always have to eat it on a dinner tray. So yeah, sometimes I do kind of have to catch my breath still, but like I said, hey Bella, it's nowhere near as bad as it has been. It's thanks to the meds. But yeah, we'll talk about the meds in a little while, because there's going to be a rant on our public health system. Just fair warning. Alright. We'll set that up in a minute. Alright. Perfect timing. So let's get our eggs in there. Alright, man, to get the eggs in there without breaking the yolk, now all we got to do is slip them over and get them out without breaking the yolk. And we'll get our toast started here. I bought a new toaster. Some of you remember the last toaster we had, my English muffins would get stuck in it almost every time. 2 weeks ago, I lost 4 English muffins to that toaster. One of them I didn't even toast. I just put it in and it immediately fell to the bottom and got stuck. And that was the last straw. I ordered this toaster, and as soon as this one came in, I threw the old one in the trash. So far, this one has no problem at all. But yeah, while that's cooking, I'm going to set up a movie. I started watching a movie last night, and I didn't finish it because I got tired. It's a movie that, believe it or not, I've actually never seen before, surprisingly. So I made it through the first half hour last night. We're going to finish it up today. Whew, excuse me, let me catch my breath. Talk too much. It's called The Great Outdoors, starring John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. So I made it through the first half hour, and I was really enjoying it. So we're going to actually watch that and finish that for the first time this morning while we're having breakfast. I've been on an 80s comedy kick the last 2 weeks. Watched all the Beverly Hills Cop movies last week. Last Friday I watched Trading Places for the first time with Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. Yesterday I watched Major League with Charlie Sheen and Wesley Snipes. I've seen that before. I ended up, I watched a Denzel Washington movie yesterday called He Got Game. Wasn't too impressed with it. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever watched a Spike Lee movie that I've enjoyed. Here we go, The Great Outdoors. So I think we were exactly 30 minutes into it. So, let me try to get back to where we were. We had just got past the part where John Candy was pulled through the lake on the water skis. Whoa, stop. Rewind. Well, yeah, we went way too far. Yeah, this is where we left off. Alright. So I just heard the toaster. Alright, the toast is done. Eggs are done, ready to be flipped. So give me a minute and I'll be back. Alright, mission successful. We did not break the yolks. So I've been drinking water for 2 weeks and I want something besides water. So I'm going to make a glass of chocolate milk. So eggs over easy with toast and a glass of chocolate milk. And then after I eat breakfast, I'll wait till the movie's over. That way, give this food time to settle in my belly, and then we'll take the meds. Alright, the movie is over. Food has settled into my belly. Time to take these meds. Oh boy. Man, I could go back to sleep. I could sleep all day. So I have a lot of trouble swallowing pills. I actually choked on one of these yesterday and had to bring it back up, so that was not fun. Need to take that trash out too. So these are steroids. I have to take these last 2 steroids today. I have to take one of these antibiotics now and another one at night, and then I'll have 4 more days of antibiotics left. So, yeah, let me take these and I'll be back with you. Alright, so took my meds, took the trash out. Didn't wear me out as much as I thought it would, so that's good. Now I'm going to get a haircut, shave, take a hot shower, and yeah, I'll be back with you after that. So I'll shave this down, shave this. I'll probably put a band-aid on this. It hasn't gotten any bigger, it's actually shrunk, but now it's to the point where it's not getting any smaller, so I'm probably going to put a band-aid on it, try to block the air from getting to it, see if I can make it completely disappear, but we'll do that after the shower. So let me shave, cut my hair, and take a much deserved hot shower. I'll probably stand in there for a while. I like with this infection in my lungs, when I'm in the shower and I'm done washing, I just like to stand there until the hot water's gone. Just stand right under that hot water, let it run over me, breathe in the steam. It makes everything feel better. So I'll be back with you after that, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, everyone. Haircut, shave, and hot shower are done. Feel much better. And man, after I finished washing, I just stood under that hot water for I don't know how long. That felt great. So yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but this is the best day I've had since I started taking the meds. So hopefully it continues to improve. I've got one more antibiotic to take tonight, then I'll have 4 days left, and that'll be it. Man, even getting the meds was an absolute joke of a process. I don't have medical insurance. I was told that I may qualify for Medicaid and that a state representative will get in touch with me. They never did, so I tried to get in touch with them, and they were of absolutely no help whatsoever. So yeah, and I saw where you go to something called the Marketplace, and they have medical plans there, and they were advertising, yeah, I only pay $10 a month for full coverage, which I thought was a bunch of crap, but I looked it up anyway, and it was. Good Lord, excuse me. The cheapest plan that I saw on the Marketplace was $578 a month, which is already absolutely ridiculous. Even more ridiculous than that, $578 a month, and you still had to pay the first $9,000 of expenses out of your own pocket. Absolutely bullshit. I am not going to pay $578 a month for a plan that requires me to pay the first $9,000 out of my own pocket. That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The healthcare system in this country is a freaking joke. So, I don't have... excuse me. I don't have insurance, so I went to it's called Fast Med, kind of like urgent care. I go in there, they give me chest x-rays, because I tell them what's going on with the cough and the shortness of breath. And like, yeah, you definitely got an infection in the lungs like bronchitis, but, 6 years ago you had blood clots in your lungs, so I'm going to say it's a clot. You need to go to the ER. I'm like, I know what it's like to have a blood clot in my lungs. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. This is nothing like that. So they saw that it was bronchitis, but because I had a blood clot in my lungs 6 years ago, they just wanted me to go to the ER. And then they tell me, well, I hope your trip to the ER turns out to be a waste of time and money. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you really just tell me that? And then when they were showing me the x-rays, well, your heart looks a little larger than it's supposed to be, but you were in a we had you in a twisted position when we took the x-ray, so that would cause that. I'm like, oh my God, let me get out of here. Just let me go. So I was so pissed off, I just went home. The next day I went to immediate care, which was an even bigger joke. Oh, and the Fast Med charged $200 to do absolutely nothing. So the next day I went to immediate care. I'm like, because I was told that they can test you for bronchitis. So when I went in there, I was like, yeah, I just want to be tested to see if I have bronchitis because everything's pointing to that. We can't test for that. I'm like, well, can you look to see if maybe that's, can you do anything? Yeah, what insurance can you have? I said, I don't have insurance. So it's a self-pay. Yeah. So then I had to sign a waiver saying that the expenses start at $180. They told me 3 times before they would actually give me the paper, because apparently if you don't have insurance, they think you're broke. And once they found out I didn't have insurance, they were just as rude as could be, could not wait to get me out of there. And it was a joke. I go in, the nurse, how much do you weigh, Mr. Brown? I'm thinking, there's a scale right there. Because I don't have insurance, you don't even want to be bothered to have me stand on the scale? Are you kidding me? And so then the doctor comes in, and I swear to God, the only thing he did was put the little band around my arm, and the ball that you squeeze, I guess, to take your blood pressure. That is the only thing he did. So, you don't have insurance? No. And the paper with my information on it that he has, someone had actually stamped self-pay all over the paper and handwritten scribbled notes up there. So like, yeah, this is going to be a waste of time. Then he starts telling me how there's a truck behind the hospital that does stuff for free, which doesn't sound sketchy at all. And then he makes the comment, well, don't get me wrong, I'd still like your business. I have 2 kids to put through college. Ha ha ha. At this point, I am pissed. I'm like, no, he did not say that to me. So he's trying, so yeah, they found out I didn't have insurance. They didn't want to help me at all. Finally, he just goes, all right, well, I'll write your prescription, bronchitis and respiratory infection. And we'll send your meds to, the pharmacy that I chose. So give me about 8 minutes. So he never comes back. Instead, he sends someone else in there. Oh, here's your bill. Go to the front desk and pay. They sent your meds to, whatever pharmacy. Jesus Christ, man. So the only good thing that happened is I got meds. Yeah, for him to take my blood pressure, and that was it. It was $180. The meds were $20. And then when I went to pick them up, we don't have your insurance information on file. I said, I'm self-pay. Oh, well, let me see if they'll still fill it. I'm like, why wouldn't they fill it if I'm still paying? It's $20 damn. So anyway, yeah, the health system in this country is a freaking joke, man. So I have 4 more days of meds left, and after that, I'm done. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. It's been a good run, but I refuse to get health insurance because it's a fucking joke. I refuse to do it. I'm not paying a ridiculous amount of money just to pay a ridiculous amount of money out of my own pocket anyway. Screw you guys. They say these doctors are obligated to give you care even if you're not insured, but they don't. If you don't have insurance, they want nothing to do with you. You're an inconvenience to them, and they don't give a shit about you. It's ridiculous, man, so I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll look up some over-the-counter stuff, but I'm not messing with hospitals, clinics, urgent cares, health insurance. I'm not doing it because it's a joke and I refuse to contribute to it. So yeah, that was an adventure. It's just ridiculous that if you don't have insurance, you don't matter. They couldn't care less about you. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. But anyway, that's my rant on the healthcare system. That's about as nice as I can put it. So, yeah. Anyway, so a couple weeks ago, there's a group called Games Done Quick that twice a year they have fundraisers or a week-long charity event to raise money. One is for Prevent Cancer Foundation. The other one is for Doctors Without Borders. And it's basically have a whole bunch of people speedrunning video games while raising money for charity, and I would always be excited to watch it. This year, I finally turned it off and decided I'm done with it. Because GDQ has gone to the point where it's, how the kids say, woke. Too woke. They force their it's no longer just about having fun, playing games, and raising money for charities. They force their political beliefs down your throat, and if you don't agree with them, you get banned. They are constantly forcing their social justice bullshit down your throat. They are in your face. They are all about pronouns. Oh my God. For those of you who don't know, people have decided to give themselves pronouns now as to what they identify as. I identify as a he and a him, or a they and a she, and all this other ridiculous bullshit. GDQ loves their pronouns, man. They are in your face with them. Oh my God. If you get someone's pronouns wrong, they ban you, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's just unbelievable, man. It's no longer about raising money for charity. I tried to watch it, and I couldn't do it. I turned it off. The first thing, they have incentives where you donate money, and You donate money and there's a list of names that you can name the characters in the game. So whichever one raises the most money, that's what they name the character. Every single character for every single game, one of them was named trans rights because they want to push that shit so hard. I'm like, what? Why are we doing social justice bullshit on a charity event? I mean, really. And then, you know, they give their little speeches at the end. Black lives matter, trans rights are human rights, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what does that have to do with raising money? I mean, really, like, stop forcing that shit down people's throats. And the whole pronoun thing, oh my God. You have people up there who... They had a guy up there who identified as an it/its, which makes absolute... how the fuck do you identify as an it and an its? I don't know. Had one girl who went on social media and had a mental breakdown because they got her pronouns wrong. She was up there, I identify as a she, they. They put my pronouns on the screen as a she, her. I was so horrified and humiliated, I was literally shaking and crying backstage, and I didn't think I was going to be able to come out and do my run. I'm thinking, bitch, shut the fuck up. You're horrified and humiliated, shaking and crying because they called you a she, her instead of a she, they. Give me a fucking break, man. First of all, you can't be a she if you're a they. That contradicts each other. You're so stupid and so eager to be part of the pronoun game that you're contradicting yourself. And the fact that you're crying because of it, give me a break, man. And then one guy was up there, he was one of the rare cases where he didn't have any pronouns listed. And you look in the chat, and that's all they're worried about. What are these person's pronouns? Why aren't their pronouns listed? Does anyone know what their Who gives a shit? The dude is trying to raise money for Prevent Cancer, and people in the chat worried about what his fucking pronouns are. It is ridiculous, man. And that's another thing. People that watched it used to be all about, you know, enjoying the games and raising money. Now it's just these Fruit Loops and idiots who are more worried about pronouns than anything. The whole event has become a shit show, so I stopped watching it. They also have 2 events a year where they mark it as an all-female event, where it's all females playing the games. Only thing is, when you watch it, 90% of the females are biological dudes cross-dressing as women. Yeah, so it's not an all-female. It's guys who think they're females. And I just remember thinking, what a slap in the face to actual females who probably applied to be a part of this to raise money. No, we have to turn you down because we have to get some guys who think they're girls up here. Because social justice. And then the worst part about it, GDQ came up with their own mascot. An animated cartoon character. And they gave it preferred pronouns. This is so-and-so, and these are their preferred pronouns. They gave a fucking cartoon mascot pronouns. GDQ has become such a shit show of social justice bullshit that I just stopped watching it, man. I literally don't care anymore. And someone, Steven, you're a bigot talking about pronouns. No, I'm not. Pronouns are bullshit, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm sorry. I refuse to play the pronoun game. I refuse. Pronouns are fucking bullshit, and if you don't agree with me, you don't agree with me. I couldn't care less. They're stupid. And the people who play the pronoun game are Looney Tunes. That's my opinion. If people don't like it, too bad. I just think it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm a she, but I'm also a they. What kind of sense does that make? One guy identified himself as any and all. What? One guy identified himself, it was just a bunch of letters put together. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. People, you think as society goes on, people will get smarter in advance, and instead we're getting dumber and dumber. I watched a movie last year called Idiocracy, and the sad thing is that's going to end up being a documentary, because that's the way people are going now. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. It's like, I remember working at Walmart. One of the guys there decided he wanted to be a female. So he would paint his nails, he'd put on lipstick, and he put his hair in ponytails. And we had a guy there who was just as friendly as could be. He'd go up to everyone, hey man, how's it going? So he went up to the guy, he's like, hey man, how's it going? The guy got pissed off and went to the store manager. He called me man. I'm not a man. They called the dude in there and gave him a speech how he was not allowed to say man to that employee. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Yeah. So screw everybody with your pronouns. If that pisses people off, I could not care less. Unsubscribe, unfollow, I don't care. Pronouns are bullshit. My opinion. So anyway, I think that's the rant for this week. Oh, God. Just so unbelievably stupid, man. So unbelievably stupid. I don't know. Anyway, it's 3:20. I gotta check the shipping. Not shipping, I'm gonna check the tracking on some of these eBay packages I sent out. I know one of them said it was scheduled to be delivered today, so I want to see if it was delivered. And we're going to do what some of the kids call put on blast. A guy from eBay. He bought a pack of 50 blank Blu-ray discs from me. Claimed he never received them. Well, the thing is, when he claimed he never received them, according to the tracking, they were out for delivery. You didn't receive them because they are out for delivery, you stupid fuck. So 2 hours later, not only were they delivered, but he listed them on his page to resell them for twice as much as he paid for me, and then listed them as a 50 pack, but said, I only use 2 because I can't burn Blu-rays. Well, if you can't burn Blu-rays, how did you use 2 of them? So you lied about not receiving it, you're lying about how much they are, so I sent him a note. I said, I just want to let you know, I'm letting eBay know that you lied about not receiving them. I'm letting them know you're lying about how much are in the case that you're selling now. Good luck explaining it. So he took them off his page. Now eBay won't do anything about it because when he left the feedback that he didn't receive it, he left it as positive feedback. And eBay said, well, we can't take that off because it's positive, it's not negative feedback. I said, but it's a lie. You can check the tracking and see that he received them. He even had them listed for resale. Well, he didn't open a claim and he didn't put negative feedback, so we can't take it off. I was like, thank you for being completely fucking useless. So I'm going to show you the guy's name as a warning that if this guy ever bids on something that you have for sale, block him. So let me check the tracking and we'll show this idiot's name. We're going to do as the kids say. We're going to put his dumb ass on blast. Alright, so the package that was scheduled to be delivered today was delivered. Got positive feedback from it, so it's awesome. It made it in one piece. The other 2 were on their way. So here's the idiot I was talking about. Package was not delivered as scheduled, have not received it. Now when he sent that, the tracking said it was actually out for delivery, so my response was, if you actually looked at the tracking, it says it's out for delivery today. A little common sense goes a long way. And there's the guy's name right there. Now he bought those for me for $8, immediately tried to resell them for $20 plus 10 shipping. That's his name right there. So if that guy right there bids on any stuff from you, block him immediately. Because, yeah. And then looking at his feedback, apparently he sold some hard drives that weren't formatted as well. So he's just... But yeah, so he lied about not getting it, and eBay won't take that down because it's positive feedback. So, yeah. But anyway, that's the guy right there. Right there. Avoid that idiot at all costs. Yeah, so I think he knew what he was doing. He saw it was out for delivery, claimed he never got it, and then immediately tried to sell it for, over twice as much as he paid for it. Then when I sent him that letter or that note saying, I'm gonna let him know you lied about it and that you're reselling it. Yeah, he took it off. Yeah, it's off his page now. But yeah, like, people like that are just, God. So anyway, yeah, if you see that guy bid on any of your items, avoid him like the plague. Another idiot. eBay won't do anything about it, so we're putting his name out there. Screw you, guy. Alright, everyone, it is 8:25 p.m. Ate dinner a few hours ago. Watched last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. I took about 5 dumps already. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know if it's the meds or what, but I've taken so many dumps this week, I'm raw. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Not fun. So anyway, I think I'm going to hop on the PC, play a little bit of World of Warcraft, and we'll go from there. Alright, everyone. It is a little after 11 p.m. And I think I'm going to call it a night. I think I'm going to head to bed. Baby Bella is sleeping, and I'm going to follow her lead. So, yeah. Still not 100% recovered, but doing better than I have been doing. Hopefully I get this thing taken care of and fully healed. We'll see what happens, but slowly but surely, we're making progress getting there. So, I'm gonna go to bed. Hopefully, have wonderful sleep. Last night I slept great. Hopefully that continues tonight. And, yeah. So if I'm feeling good next week, I'll do another vlog. If not, so be it. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate y'all watching. Y'all take care.